So let's talk more about big data. Big data has been getting a lot of press in the last year or two, especially. And I wanted to ask you, what is the impact that the press talks about really going to be as significant as the press portrays?
Yeah, it also depends on what your definition of big data is. There is a discussion now as to what is big data. When big data was proposed, or in the early days, it was viewed as somewhat separate from the traditional IT systems, the database systems. But now, especially our view is that big data should include every data, no matter where it is. It's not just the new platforms like Hadoop and Hive and HBase and so on, but you have the traditional databases. You need to bring data, no matter where it is, and bring together, and that's what real value of big data is. You have new platforms and old platforms where a
all
lot
these
of
disparate systems.
Yeah, exactly. So bringing them together is our view of big data. Big data includes everything, traditional and new ones. And as far as big data's use, companies like Amazon, Google, they are the ones who first leveraged and built these systems, and they created very successful businesses. And for example, Amazon, their business model succeeded based on this technology, but the traditional retail businesses like Target or Walmart, they're getting affected by this. So they have to get into and understand how they can scale, online shopping and so on, using similar technologies. So more and more traditional businesses are looking into it from, number one, how do we protect our business and grow? Number two, how can we improve our customer relations? How can we improve our existing systems? How can we make new partnerships? So there is still a lot of people do not understand what big data means for their business. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of experimentation going on in almost niche type initiatives. Okay. Partly that's also because they do not understand how to leverage this extra data that they're going to be collecting. So there's a lot of shortage of qualified data scientists or data analysts who can look at the data and look at the business and say, hey, look at the data and analyze it. These are the models that will help us grow the business or protect the business. There's a humongous shortage of those people. So,
and that's the value you're bringing.
The different approaches to analytics.
Sure.
Google and other companies are saying, what they're saying is, bring more data and use simple analytics models, because developing a complex analytical model is quite difficult. So they're saying collect more data but use simple models. But the traditional approach has been build complex models but limited data. So what we're trying to do is bridge those two worlds. Whichever way you want to go as an analyst, we enable you to bring data no matter where it is.
Okay.
It can be large set, it can be small set.
So the difference between big data and federated data, help me understand.
Federated data, as we approach it, is to bridge the gap between big data appliances, big data platforms, and the traditional platforms. So you have models that can use data from both worlds. Right now, there is almost like a parallel approach to these two. They're two different worlds, but we help bridge those gaps.
Okay.
Similarly, the hosted solutions, for example, cloud solutions. Now there's a huge problem in moving data into cloud. There are a lot of privacy issues, there are security issues in moving data outside an enterprise. We help bridge that gap so you can have a secure access to limited amounts of data as needed across cloud and enterprise, private, public.